Hello everybody, welcome back to the SBGamefun channel. Got another episode of Starfield. Last episode was a crazy one, but it was also a sad one too, right? One of our companions was murdered. So now we have to hunt this thingamajiggy. I forgot it. The hunter. So we have to go after this guy called the hunter. Sorry, let me take a look at the quest log. Build the armillary on your ship, or build the armillary. Sorry. Hat's hitting the microphone. And my microphone is... Alright, here we go. We got... You know what? I have no idea how close we are to the end, but it feels like we're getting near the end. The armillary. Okay, let's board the ship and let's build this armillary here. Oh man, I'm following the following the blue dots, and it's the wrong dots. It's below me, right? Okay, this way. Oh, I got Walter here too. Everybody's here. Oh yeah, everyone's here.
It can't be right. This can't be real.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a safe thing to have a child on a ship being chased by murderers. Okay, she doesn't say anything. Okay, that's the... Oh, there's a decorate... Oh, yeah, that's the decorate button. Here's the captain's locker. And here's the armillary. So I could build it here. I hope that doesn't trigger the end. Let's do a quick save here. I don't want it to trigger the end. I'm not ready to end the series. Build the armillary on the ship? Yes. You can now move the armillary. Starborne attacks are more likely wherever the armillary is placed. If you choose to keep the artifact in your inventory, then attacks are more likely everywhere. Alright, what does this mean? Return. High price to pay. Return to the... Oh. We gotta return to the lodge. Okay. Can I just fast travel? Let's do this. Oh my gosh, we lost all of our As they say, it was a very dynamic situation. Holy cow! It looks like when the Terramorphs attacked. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to create.
The scan is perfectly safe. Please keep.
Yeah, it feels like a Terramorph attack.
The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is
If
all.
you were a victim of the recent attack, please remain calm. UC Security has everything under control.
Wow, that guy did a major work here. Although... Alright, let's fast travel. Oh, everything's locked up. I don't know where the lodge is at. I guess I'm going to the lodge by the way of...
Exploring space, you worry you'll lose people, but like this? It's not right.
Sorry. I should be saying something. I'm not going. At least it's not so dangerous out here.
There's been an incident. Please continue going about your...
Alright, just in case that sucker pops up. And I'll fully heal. Barrett's belongings have been moved to the lodge basement. Wow.
The lodge doesn't feel the same, does it?
Retrieve Barrett.
will be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued
We all have to
trauma.
recover in our own way.
Okay, they told me to retrieve his belongings. Really? Cornered. Okay, wow. Assassin's pacifier. This is all the stuff I left. He was on him. Alright, let's just take it all. I took his outfit, right? Oh, no way. We even have access to his outfit? His parents' outfit. Oh man. Okay. All right. Okay, I thought I saw. Whoops. Talk to somebody.
I need to be checking everyone's vitals. Now really isn't the time. I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground 1,000,000 times over, but I think I have something. I'm serious.
Oh no, is this Mateo's companion quest?
If I may, I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that?
He said our part in glimpsing the unity was over. That felt like a trick, something to throw us off the path. No, I think I was thinking about that too. It has to be related to the artifacts. Yes.
Exactly. Somehow. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilus' speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
You're right, it's too big of a coincidence not to try. This whole game is about coincidence. It's just a word, Mateo. You're grasping at straws. It is. But let's just, for his sake, let's just say it's not a, let's try.
I guess it couldn't hurt. I've heard the Keeper's a pretty insightful guy.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
I could really venture here when you got a moment.
We can pay to fix the damages.
Oh no, I have to have these conversations.
I'd appreciate your advice. After our last talk, I just feel a little more at peace, a little more whole. Cora's grandpa, good old Jacob, well, he just will not stop pestering me to see Cora, and that's complicated.
to see Cora. His daughter's with him all the time. You don't talk much about your Paul. Cora's got a lot of people that care for her. Jake, no, well, I don't know. We can't talk about this later. We can talk about this. Okay, let's say why don't you talk much about your father?
He is not my favorite topic of conversation. My early years, they weren't good. My mother died when I was 7. Some people have such strong memories from their early life. Me, I mean, I remember her. I have some pictures. I remember the
Spit it out, Sam. Spit it out.
But just a few clear memories.
Sorry to hear about your mom, man.
Oh, it's all right. It's ancient history.
Yeah.
So, Jacob raised me on his own. And shit, maybe I don't give him enough credit. I mean, I know how tough it is. But he was strict, hard. Dad was a longtime civil servant, a big man in government. And he had a future all laid out for me. And man, could he get his hooks into you. He was scary good at that.
He's a civil servant. All right. And let me guess, that future wasn't for you. Yep, the rebellious son.
You know me too well. But I tried. I felt the weight of legacy. I wanted to do him proud. He said I had to learn the business, run some freight, see how credits flow, speak the language. Meanwhile, he's working some angle for a government job for me after. That sounded even more miserable than what I was doing.
Oh, man. I don't see why it needs to do that. He should ask what you wanted. You should have asked what you wanted. If you were somebody else, it may not have been that bad of a deal. Yeah, think about it. Think about it from that context. If you were somebody else, it may not have been that bad of a deal.
Probably. Credits, power, prestige. I mean, you're right. Even after I was with the Rangers, Dad was just always needling, angling for me to join the government. But by then I knew myself more, and I could stand up to him. And Lillian, well, she helped. If I let Jacob into Cora's life, he'll dream up some big future for her and tie her into knots like he did with me. A man could teach a master class in manipulation.
No, he might surprise you. He seems to really love Cora. This is what happens when you become grandpas and grandmas. You try not to be too controlling. Most are that way. If he does anything like that, I'm sure you'd shut him down fast. It should be up to Cora, otherwise you're making choices for her. That's true. But then again, the reason why as adults, we keep our children from other adults is maybe we see potential harm, right? Mental, physical.
I'd like to think you're lost looking into my baby blues.
Oh, no. Jacob's bad news. Here what I say here. Jacob might surprise you. He seems to love Cora.
Man, you are just dead set on all of us being one big happy family, aren't you? Maybe it's worth trying. For Cora's sake, I guess I got more to think about.
Alright, so just burned 10 minutes talking to that guy. Talk to Keeper Aquilus. Okay. I guess this episode is not going to be very... Oh no, I got him as a companion. Can I remove him? Sam? I'm gonna have to let you stay here at the lodge, buddy.
The lodge is still our home. We'll make it feel that way again.
I think it's time we went our separate ways.
Till we meet again.
Happy trails, buddy.
To think the lodge turned into a battlefield.
No thanks. This is now just a building. Let's get out of here. It's a sad place now. Where are we going? Well, it looks like the city's bustling again. I'm gonna go this way because at least I could see all these people here. Alright, Keeper Aquilus, or whatever your name is.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like the old. They like to use old abandoned facilities as outposts. You know, the ones left over from the colony war.
Uh-huh.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
Funny looking hat you got on, man. We need to talk about unity. We think your church is connected to a group of space weird. We need to talk about unity? This is all you, Mateo. Oh yeah, let's say that.
Keeper, we were hoping to talk to you about unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Mateo? The future of humanity is always a long discussion.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
What? Is there really something? I'm like going... Sanctum Universum. Is that where we're at? Sanctum Universum, yep. Dude, you're already in there, Mateo. Man, that was fast. Alright, let me do a quick save here.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
It started with the discovery. It first began with dinosaurs, then dinosaurs died, became oil. No, I'm just kidding. It started with the discovery of these anomalies, artifacts. We were attacked by a group called Starborn. We found a series of temples that grant... Okay, let's just say this.
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
You know, that's interesting. What he said at the very start of that that last response. If you observe the hunter or the Starborn, they are technically humanoid. Head, body, torso, hands, arms, fingers. But there's something else about them. So they're humanoid. That's interesting. We know it's a stretch, but we hope you can help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it.
Nope.
This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together. But
more likely.
Maybe it's more.
Let's hear the story. There must be more to it.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave?
All right, that sounded very... I can't think of a word, but it's like Buddhism. His place in the universe. Okay. Infinitum addendum. That's an odd saying, very specific. Sounds like the House of Enlightenment and Varun have other parts then. Unless the story includes a set of coordinates, we're not finding anything. Infinitum addendum.
Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story.
Oh man, it's getting mystical. Fine, I'll talk to them. Talk to the House of Varun seems like a mistake. They're dangerous. If you've already talked to them, why send me? Fine, I'll talk to them.
The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
All right. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, so I need to go. Let's take a quick look. Talk to the Varun prisoner, and then talk to the House of Enlightenment. That sounds familiar. Let's okay, let's see where this takes us. Since everything became unexplored, I lost fast travel, right? Do I have fast travel? Yeah, I lost fast travel. Okay. The Varun guy is over here. Oh my gosh, I gotta explore all these all over again. Come on, man. What is this? Craft. Okay, I don't need to craft anything. I'm way beyond crafting. That's just too bogged down in my head. Whetstone. Okay. Alright, I gotta use the mass transit for some reason. Run until you drop dead. Well, at least we got all the video screens back and nothing's red anymore. Oh. Back to the spaceport. Oh, they're taking me to the well. Alright, people. Don't freak out. Wow, I just now noticed the viewport is actually almost 2 stories. Huh. They should have allowed us to explore that building.
That your ship that landed not too long ago?
Yeah.
Sure is something.
Yeah. Yeah. To the well. Okay, so what's down here? House of Enlightenment. Huh. Look at that.
Gotta come clean to her about this.
People joke. Say those Varun zealots worship a snake.
Okay, it's down here, it looks like.
It ain't a snake.
Dude, don't leave.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you?
Keeper Aquilus sent me. I need to talk about the pilgrim. I'm looking for something called the Unity, and no, not some vague concept of the word. Okay, let's let's do this one.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
You're going to recite meeting notes at me. I want coffee and donuts. If you're going to recite meeting notes at me, I want coffee and donuts. You've talked about this with Aquilus before? Okay, let's hear it.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of 2 what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of 2 that.
Maybe there's a message hidden in what he is saying. You know, that's interesting that he makes note of that.
Were you about to say something?
Yes. About an individual's morality. Because everybody can't have the same morals. This is why we have such a divisive culture, right? What did they mean? Each individual understand how the second person lifts them up. I also hate the number 2, the fiery passion. Maybe there's a message hidden in what he's saying.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Can you tell me anything else about Unity? What it means?
Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or, in mathematics, it would mean 1, like the one, the first or the beginning.
Okay, thank you. I've got something to think about.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Okay, so now I need to talk to the Varun prisoner.
Let me know if I can help you.
Still, I'd like to try.
I'm going to push the episode just a bit, see if we can get that wrapped up. Okay, where is he? Is he at the UC guardhouse over here? Yeah, looks like it.
Everything good?
Yeah?
We're here to help.
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
I know you've talked to Keeper Aquilus about the Varun faith. That is the single loneliest statement I've ever heard. Yeah, it is.
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions. The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
That is pretty bonkers, lady. Keeper Aquilus spoke of a pilgrim. I need to know more about him.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
See that? It's just crazy, bonkers. I need to know the meaning of the word unity.
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
I think I understand. You're crazy.
Then we are done. Leave me.
Oh my gosh, we gotta return to the Keeper? Oh, Lord.
Saw your ship come in.
Yeah.
Nice ride.
Thank you.
All inquiries and complaints should be directed towards a human officer.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Sanctum Universum. Is it in the Mass District? I thought it was. Yes. Alright, so we gotta run over here again. I thought we already discovered this spot.
Hi, how you doing?
Unless this spot is not marked on the map, huh?
It's something, isn't it?
Yeah.
The further out we reach into the stars, the more we learn about ourselves.
Well, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
The Enlightened story used the word second and 2. I spoke to Varun Zealot. She said Jinan fought 4 times over 220 days. In your story, the pilgrim contemplates infinitum addendum. That must mean something. Okay, let's start from the top here.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn?
I spoke to Varun Zealot. She said Jinan fought 4 times over 220 days.
If there really is a location the pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
Your story. Infinitum Addendum.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum Addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Indum. That's the name of a star system. Is that right?
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
There's something sacred out there bringing everything together. Nope. It's just a word, and I need to take responsibility for finding it, not pray. Only total conviction will bring us the truth. We are being tested. See, that's very Varun-like. This is more, there's something sacred out there. Yeah.
Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified?
No, gravity is a physics. Yes, gravity is a miracle, just like it's. No, there's just a natural force. Yeah. Greater. Yeah.
It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the pilgrim searched for? Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Yeah, that's a bad statement. Your truth. If my truth was a mass shooting, that wouldn't be good, would it? Yeah, they should never make weird statements like that. Find your truth. I understand that there's some, humanistic philosophy in that, but when someone tells me their truth is their truth, finding their truth, like as if, oh, I can get rid of all these people, then I'll be happier. And that's a bad thing. So, okay, where am I going? I'm talking through my nose. I gotta go to Indum. Well, I guess that's gonna have to happen on the next episode, folks. Let me see where Indum is. I remember seeing it next to Goonieboo or something. Alright, so we'll leave that for the next episode. Appreciate you joining me on this episode of Starfield. No shooting today. That's crazy. Alright, we will do that on the next episode. If you like my kind of goofy and spastic content, make sure you click on subscribe and click on that bell to get notified when I upload new stuff. And I hope to see you folks back here on the next episode. Until then, have a good one.